and now you get to do Keystone exams. So those are always fun. Um, this year you'll be taking biology, study of life. It is a Keystone exam course. At the end of the course, all students will be participating in the Keystone exam for biology. Now, every student takes the same exam no matter what your ability level is. So you need to work through the material. And if you follow through this year and really put your all into all of the activities, you will do fine on your Keystone exam. I will make sure that you are very comfortable and very well prepared for the Keystone exam at the end. The four main areas of the Keystone exam are basic biological principles and chemistry of life. Chemistry of life tends to be the hardest because it is stuff that you have never done in elementary or middle school. It's all new concepts, whereas basic biological principles, it's parts of a cell and characteristics of life and all of the stuff that you've pretty much mastered so far. So chemistry is going to be a little bit difficult, but we're going to do this together. Bioenergetics, homeostasis, and transport are the second categories. Bioenergetics involves photosynthesis and cellular respiration. You've done a little bit of that in middle school and elementary school, but we're going to get into a lot more details. Homeostasis and transport just deals with the cell membrane and how things move in and out of the cell and how we transport things throughout the cell. So you've done a little bit of that. We're just going to go again in a little more detail. Cell growth and reproduction and genetics. I know you've done Punnett squares. Everybody loves doing Punnett squares. So you should be fine with those. Cell growth and reproduction, that's mitosis, meiosis, the cell cycle, all different aspects of that. Also gets into two concepts that you have not discussed before, which would be replication and protein synthesis. But again, we're in this together. We're going to do it all together. Evolution and ecology is done at the end of the year. We do this at the end of the year because you've had a lot of evolution and you've had a lot of ecology studies throughout your whole elementary and middle school. And these are the easiest ones to understand. So we're going to end the year on an easy note right before you get ready to review for the Keystone exams. Keystone exams are around the first week of May is when they kind of start, and they go through Memorial Day pretty much. And you have one for biology, language arts, and biology, language arts, and algebra. So those courses, depending on which course you're in, you might be taking 3 Keystone exams. What we are going to be doing the first week of school is we're going to take a CDT test. It's a computer diagnostic test. This will give me an idea of your students' prior knowledge and what strengths we can build on, because this isn't their first biology course. They've done basic bio throughout their entire elementary and middle school. And even last year in 8th grade, they had an entire course in life science. So it's basically been getting them ready for what they're going to be doing this year. So I need kind of an idea of what their strengths are and what their weaknesses are so that I have an idea of where to go with the instruction. For example, if every student had an amazing bio teacher last year and they already know all of the parts of a cell, I won't spend 2 weeks teaching all of the parts of a cell. We'll just review a little bit of it and move on to one of the harder concepts. So I want to make sure that I am fully preparing them for the Keystone exam so that I know what to actually go through and what to teach and what I can kind of glance over based on the fact that the students might already know it. And I don't want to bore them with what they already know. We'll do it twice. So I'll do it once in September, and that'll be my baseline to see where I need to go. And then we're going to do it again in March to make sure that they have retained the information that I've taught them throughout and see what information maybe I have to go back to and work on a little bit more. And then after that, like I said, in May is their Keystone exam. So this should give me, there's other programs, we're going to use USA Test Prep and some other programs throughout so that I can get more data throughout the year so that I can make sure that I'm truly covering everything they need to be as successful as possible on the Keystone exam. And the students will get immediate feedback with the CDT. The minute they hit submit at the end, it's not like other standardized tests where you got to wait like months and months to get the results. The minute they hit submit, I get the results on my computer and I can call the students up and conference with them. And I will conference with each student individually to go over what their strengths and weaknesses are so that they can be fully involved in their educational process. This way they can make choices and they know exactly where they stand. For the class, there's several programs that we're going to use, several websites that you should kind of bookmark and remember. The first one is my Google site for the class, and this is where students can get any notes that you have. Maybe if the student is absent for a day, I post all of the notes right after I finish giving them the class. All of the PowerPoints are posted on the website so that they can see. So every section of notes is there and available for them to go through. And then I also, any worksheets they may have in class that they might have missed because they were absent, they can get on here. This is my favorite, and the students hate this section. But these are the Keystone Exam review songs. I have a corny review song for every single concept that we discussed this year. We play them in class, and I explain to them, and they will be writing a song and singing it at Christmas time. And I explain to them too, a lot of people, you can remember the lyrics to any song that is out there in a heartbeat. So why not use that as a study material? Put all of your information into a song, just like they've done here, and just sing through your way. Sing your way through the class. Okay. Also, any of the videos that I show in class are also on here so that if they need to kind of revisit one of the concepts that we've done, or they want to watch one of the videos over so they can take better notes and pause throughout, all of the videos are posted as well. And I also have a section with useful vocabulary. The vocabulary is also going to be available on Quizlet. As I said before, USA Test Prep, that's another site that we are going to be using throughout the year. This gives you practice tests for the Keystone exam and will give me even more data to kind of evaluate and try and get the students ready for the exam. Quia.com. This is a site where I will be posting review games for every test. There's Jeopardy, Hangman, different other matching vocabulary activities. And then a lot of the time, I will actually post the there's practice tests, but I will also be giving them their tests on Quia.com. This way, they also get immediate feedback. They don't have to wait for me to go through and grade everything. All of the multiple choice sections will be graded immediately. They just have to wait for me to read all of the open-ended and essays. So it'll give them really immediate feedback on everything that they're doing in the class. And Quizlet, I will be giving the students my class code so that they can go on and study all of the vocabulary they need for each unit. And vocabulary is extremely important to the biology class because most of the Keystone exam is going to be based on them knowing their vocabulary. Okay, if there are any questions, don't hesitate to send me an email. You can email me through the website that I posted for you. It's ktallmadge@pmsd.org. And I'm looking forward to an amazing school year with your students. Have a wonderful day.